All right. Well, I'm here with another product. This is another jump starter. Now, I have a few jump starters, whether it be, there's always one in the shop or the garage and one in the vehicle. And I've used every single one of them. But this one is a little different. So this one, it is I don't know how you say this brand, JF.EGWO 0 or O or JF.EGWO. I have no idea. This JF.EGWO. That's the brand, but the model's the F40. And it's a pretty powerful jump starter. It has 4,000 amps. And the battery, I believe it's 103.6 watt hours. So that's pretty decent for the battery. It features 2 USB ports. I believe there's 2 USB-Cs and 1 USB-A. And also has a little light. It's a 400 lumen LED light that goes into 3 modes. An SOS, a spotlight, and a strobe. You see unpacking this thing, it has a little baggie to carry it in. And there's the instruction manual, and it's pretty straightforward, well written. Answers all your questions there. So like I said, it has 3 USB ports. Let's see, here they are on this one end. So there's the USB, the 2 USB-Cs, and one's an output, there's an input for charging. USB-A, and then there's the 12 volt. It's a 12 to 15 volt output. I believe it's a 10 amp port, so you can plug in say a tire inflator or an inverter, right? And it seals up pretty well, so it's probably not waterproof, but it's water resistant. It plugs right up. On this side is where you plug in the actual battery clamps if you're going to jump start something. And I mean, the first thing that struck my attention when I very first saw this thing, it was looking at the large LED display. Now a lot of these, they just have like a series of 4 or 5 LED lights that displays the status, so you can see if it's 25%, 50%, 75%, and those are just guesstimates, right? Well, this one has a pretty large LED display. Yeah, see, it's pretty cool. So you can see the charge level, and when you're charging or using this thing, it'll show you how many watts is being used. It's just all the status, so you'll know what's going on by glancing at it. So there's no guesswork on how much power you have left, right? I thought that was pretty cool. And this one, it's a 4,000 amp battery, and if I'm not mistaken, it might be a little smaller and a little lighter than another one I have that's the same rating, 4,000 amp. Seems like it's a little heavier, but they're not bad. These are they're a pretty good size, These jump starters, yeah. So here's the goodies with it. There's the clamp for the battery. It comes with there's that DC input, so now you have the cigarette lighter plug for it, and it came with the cable and the USB charger. And that's a bonus too. This one, a lot of them don't come with USB chargers. You're on your own when that happens. And this is supposed to be a quick charge 20 watt USB-C. So that's pretty decent. Now these things are super easy to use. Here on the end, you just peel back the cover. Plug it in, and then you're ready to go. You power up, and then you can connect to the battery. So I use these all the time. You know, needless to say, I have a lot of riding mowers out here, and I'm constantly, you know, jumping batteries. But these are super easy. They're very lightweight. They're easy to use, so I use them all the time. And some of the riding mowers I've even connected that they don't even have a battery in at all, and I just hook one of these jump starters to it, and at least it'll fire it up and keep it running. But it's the same with a vehicle. They're just as easy to use. You just hook it right up and they're ready to go. Now, as far as vehicles go, this is a 4,000 amp, and you can jump up. You can jump up to a 10-liter engine or a 10-liter diesel engine, and that's a considerable amount of power. When you consider the diesel, it depends on the compression, right? Very high compression, and it's very hard to turn over. But with this one, you can go up to a 10-liter diesel. And then, of course, if you're not having to jump anything, you know, you can just use this as a battery bank and plug in your USB-C items. You can charge your phones, your tablets, whatever you need, especially out in remote areas, right? So it's a pretty handy unit. Yeah, like I said, I have multiple jump starters around here, whether it be in the garage, out in the shop, and in the vehicles. I mean, you never know when you're going to need one when you're out on the road, right? But they come in super handy. And I will include a link to this one in the description if you want to check it out. Feel free. It is on Amazon right now, so you can get yours today. Well, I guess that is it for this video. Short and sweet. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for my next video.